Oh, we have to do it here tonight.
So let's look at what is making California Adventure a success. They did copy some of the ideas from mainstream in the sense that the height is a lot. The height on these buildings are kept purposefully as low as possible to create more of a compact, comfy feel to it. They don't want some impersonal buildings. People don't like those kind of buildings. They want more of a compact, comfy feel. That's one of the main themes at Disney. Is they try to keep that kind of perspective. People like it. This is a Disney representation of the Frank Lloyd Wright house, the Ennis house in the Los Feliz Hills. And it's interesting that they would present that here because Disney is presenting a lot of things from the Los Feliz area, so it makes sense that they would represent the Ennis house, which actually undergone quite a lot of renovations over the years because the way it was constructed created a lot of problems with the rain and things like that. But I bet it's a lot stronger here. The way they did it in comparison. This is a representation of Hollywood Boulevard, and it looks pretty real, even though it's just a one-dimensional board. You really feel like you're in Hollywood Boulevard. You almost feel like you can walk right through it. So that's again Disney's ability to give you perception, and really looks pretty realistic.
Because the sky is really not as blue as this. When you look up, you see it's just all in the illusion.
The circle, it's supposed to look like the way the old style classical restaurants from probably like the 20s or 30s, and it definitely has that kind of vibe. You almost feel as though this place has been around for almost 70 or 80 years, but it was built like probably I think 5 years ago. So it has it's interesting when you create something that's brand new, it has a look as though it's very old. sauce. Okay, now my turn to talk about my stuff. This is a great demonstration of capitalism at work. Why? What does an apple cost? Very, very little. What does caramel cost? That also costs very little. So Disney is able to create intense value by creating an emotional connection with their Disney characters by making it look as though it's just something unique, even though it's just an apple and caramel. But they're able to get a lot of money. That shows you that you can do this too. Create value in things that you don't have to pay a lot of money for. It's just the way you can become successful. What I like about this from a capitalist perspective is that it's interesting how Disney is able to get people to buy these items, because these items are plentiful online on eBay and they sell really, really cheap. But if it's in a theme park, it goes for a higher value. And why is it? Why are people willing to pay probably 4, 5, 6, 10 times more? It's because Disney creates an emotional connection with their customers. They have characters with it, and it just has this appealing dimension that causes people to pay a lot more than they would if they were on the internet. So emotions are definitely a very good part of how you can actually attract customers to a product. This is a great example of that. This is a representation of capitalism in action, because apples have a fixed, pretty low price for the raw material. Apples and caramel, that's the raw materials. What Disney does is that they manipulate it and change it to be like characters, and people perceive that there's a higher value in it. They will pay a lot more money than these materials are on the in a supermarket, because they care about the characters, like a Frozen or Mickey Mouse. And so as an entrepreneur, you can actually make a lot of money by creating value in these products. See, that's value. He created value that did not exist otherwise. The apple did not exist with that kind of value till now. Now he's making this value. This is one of the most premium Starbucks that exists probably in the whole U.S. It's in the downtown Disney area. They really go the extra mile. The ceiling is really tall. The wood, I think it comes from boxcars. They have 2 clover machines, and they can have pretty much any reserve coffee at Starbucks. And they really just go to the nth degree in terms of just making it a much more exceptional experience at this particular Starbucks. It's visually appealing. They even have a smart board where it actually captures an image of you, and you could actually write on the wall too with it. It's interesting. We should actually show that. Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
Take a look at the board.